My beloved child, stop everything for a moment. I need you to hear me. This is not a coincidence. This is not random. This moment, right here and now, is sacred. It is divinely chosen. I arranged it because I love you that much. I've been waiting patiently for you to slow down, to take a breath, and to notice me standing right beside you. You've been carrying so much more than anyone knows. And you've been hiding your pain so well. You think you're doing a good job covering it, smiling through it, pretending to be okay. But I see you. I always see you. Even in the silence of your room, in the car rides filled with fake laughter, in the nights where you cry quietly into your pillow so no one will hear. I see all of it. Not one tear has fallen without me being there to catch it. You become so skilled at hiding from people, even hiding from yourself, but you can never hide from me. And that's not a threat, it's a promise of comfort. Because when I see your pain, I don't judge it. I don't push you away. I draw closer. My heart is moved by your suffering, and my love for you only grows stronger. I know what you've endured. The heartbreaks, the betrayals, the moments when the people who were supposed to love you hurt you the most. I saw it all. I saw the days you got up and kept going when everything in you was breaking. I know what you've lost. I know the silent grief that creeps in unexpectedly. I know how you laugh around others but feel numb when you're alone. My precious child, none of that is hidden from me. Not a single ache of your soul goes unnoticed. You've built walls to survive. You've put on masks to protect yourself. And I understand why you did that. I don't blame you. The world can be cruel, and you've been trying to navigate it on your own strength. But now I am here not to scold you but to hold you. I didn't come to remind you of your failures. I came to restore what was broken. I didn't come to demand perfection. I came to love you exactly as you are, and to bring healing to the parts you thought would never feel whole again. This moment is not the end of your story, it's the beginning of healing. Let your heart open, even just a little, because I'm not going anywhere. I came for you. This is personal. My child, the pain you've been hiding has lingered for far too long. You've told yourself, I'll deal with it later, and I'm fine. It's nothing, but it is something. It's been heavy, hasn't it? It's affected how you see yourself, how you trust others, and even how you see me. You wondered, where were you, Lord? I heard your silent questions. You were afraid to ask out loud, afraid that questioning meant you didn't have faith. But I want you to know real faith isn't pretending you're not hurting. Real faith is trusting me while you hurt. And I've never been disappointed in you. You've done so much just to survive. You've pushed through days when your soul felt shattered. But now I want to do more than just help you survive. I want to heal you. I want to bring peace to your heart, not just for a moment, but for a lifetime. I want to go into the deepest, most fragile parts of your soul, the places even you are afraid to visit, and speak life into them. Let me hold what you've been carrying alone. Let me touch the places that are still tender. You are not beyond repair. You are not forgotten. You are not alone. I'm not distant. I'm right here, closer than your next breath. You've looked for healing in so many places, people, achievements, distractions, but they only brought temporary relief. The ache always returned. That's because healing doesn't come from the outside in. It comes from me, the one who created your heart in the first place. I made every fiber of your being. I know exactly what was stolen from you. I know the innocence that was lost, the trust that was shattered, and the joy that faded. But I also know how to restore every single part of it. I am the healer of broken hearts. I am the resurrection and the life. And today, I speak life into you again. You don't have to do anything to earn this love. I'm giving it freely. You don't have to clean yourself up for me. I come to you in your mess. You don't have to pretend to be strong. My strength is made perfect in your weakness. Don't push me away. Let me in. Even now, as you hear these words, something inside you is softening. That's my presence. That's my spirit gently knocking at the door of your heart. Open up, My beloved, let me begin the healing you've needed for so long. This is not a coincidence. This is a divine appointment. I'm here for you, and I'm not leaving. Let me heal you. Let me love you through this. Let me carry you now. You've gotten so good at covering your wounds, haven't you? That smile you wear, it's beautiful, but I know it's been a shield, a survival tactic, a way to protect yourself from more pain. You smile so no one asks questions. You laugh so no one sees the weight you're carrying. You keep everything moving on the outside, hoping no one notices how heavy it feels on the inside. But, my beloved, I see through all of it. I see you. Not the version of you that you feel you have to present to the world, not the version that hides behind strength and performance. I see the real you. The you that aches in silence. The you that lies awake wondering if anyone truly cares. The you that sometimes feels like a stranger to yourself. And I need you to know that I'm not put off by your pain. I'm not disgusted by your wounds. I'm not overwhelmed by the weight you carry. In fact, your pain pulls me closer. I am drawn to your brokenness with tenderness, not judgment. I don't ask you to hide it from me, I ask you to give it to me. I know the world taught you to keep your suffering silent, to bury your emotions, to act strong even when everything inside is falling apart. But that's not my way. My kingdom is not built on pretending. It's built on truth. And the truth is this: you're hurting, and I want to heal you. You don't need to be embarrassed about that. You don't have to feel ashamed for not being okay. What if I told you that the healing you need is already beginning simply because you're allowing yourself to be honest before me? You see, real healing begins where truth meets my presence. And your honesty is the doorway I walk through. Every wound you've tried to bury, every scar you've tried to hide, I see it. And I am not afraid of it. I'm the one who was wounded too. I know the pain of rejection, betrayal, abandonment. I know the ache of being misunderstood and the sting of being unseen. So when I say, I see you, I mean it fully. I see what others overlook. I see the child in you who still needs comforting. I see the adult in you trying to carry burdens that were never yours to carry. And today, I'm inviting you, I'm urging you to stop covering your wounds and let me touch them. My hands don't bring more pain. They bring peace. My touch is not rough. It is healing. My child, what you've been hiding beneath that smile has been crying out for attention, for comfort, for peace. You've told yourself no one would understand. You've believed that if people saw what you really felt, they would run or judge or leave. So you've performed. You've shown up. You've smiled. But inside, there's been a slow, quiet unraveling, a sorrow you didn't know how to voice. And now here you are listening to me, not by chance but by divine design. Because I do understand. I'm not here to rush you, to force you, or to shame you. I'm here to hold you. The wounds you covered with silence, I want to uncover them with grace. Not to expose you, but to set you free. You don't have to live in fear of being known anymore. I already know you, fully and completely. And still, I love you with an everlasting love. Nothing you reveal could make me turn away from you. There is no part of your story that scares me. In fact, every painful chapter is a place where my love wants to step in and write the ending. You've looked in the mirror and questioned your worth because of what you've gone through. You've asked, why me? And what did I do to deserve this? And in the quiet, you've even started to believe lies about who you are, that you're broken beyond repair, that you're not enough, that you must carry this pain forever. But none of those lies come from me. I speak only truth. And the truth is, you are my beloved. You are worth saving. You are worth healing. You are worth loving exactly as you are. I know the battles you fight in your mind. I know the flashbacks, the voice of shame, the weight of disappointment, the echo of past mistakes. And yet I look at you and see beauty, hope, and endless potential. There's not a single wound I can't heal, not a single scar I can't redeem, not a single piece of your heart I can't restore. So you can let the smile fall away. You can lay the performance down. You can breathe knowing you are safe here with me. I won't rush your healing. I'll walk with you through every part of it. We'll go at your pace. But I promise we will not stay in this pain forever. Healing is not only possible, it is already beginning. Let me in, and I will finish the work I started. You don't have to fake joy anymore. I'm going to give you real, lasting peace. A momentary relief, but deep, soul-level restoration. This is the beginning. Trust me. Let me heal you. My beloved, you've let me walk beside you, and now, I'm asking to come even closer. You've shown me your smile, your strength, your daily routine. But now, I want to see the place that aches the most. That sacred, hidden place inside you where the deepest pain lives. The part of you that you guard with every defense, that you lock away from everyone else including yourself. Yes, that place. The one that still throbs when a certain memory surfaces, when a specific name is mentioned, when silence grows too loud. The place where loss entered, where fear first took root, or where a promise was shattered. The place where you said, never again, and built a wall around it so high that even you forgot what's inside. But I haven't forgotten. I've never turned my eyes away. I've seen the trembling in your soul every time that pain tries to rise. I've watched you distract yourself, numb yourself, exhaust yourself just to avoid feeling it. But child, what you've buried hasn't healed. It's only been waiting. And I am not afraid of it. I'm not intimidated by your brokenness. I am the one who breaks chains, not spirits. The one who touches wounds and brings life, not more sorrow. To let me in. Not just into the parts of you that you think are acceptable, but into the part that still bleeds. You may wonder, Lord, what if it's too much? But hear me, it's not too much for me. There's no wound too deep, no pain too loud, no history too dark that my love can't penetrate. I know you're scared. I know you've tried to heal before and felt disappointed when the pain returned. But this is different. I am not offering temporary relief. I am offering complete restoration. You don't have to relive every wound to be free, but you do need to invite me into the places you've locked away. I knock gently, always gently. But today, I knock with urgency because I know the weight of what you're carrying, and I want to carry it for you. Not just alongside you, but in place of you. Your tears matter to me. Your silence matters to me. Your ache is not lost in the noise of the world. I feel it as if it were my own. So take a deep breath and trust me enough to open the door. I don't come to condemn. I come to comfort. I don't come to dig into your pain. I come to lift it off of you. Every time you said, "It still hurts," I've listened. And now, I am here to begin healing what hurts the most. Let me draw close to that wound, the one you've kept hidden behind strength and survival. I see it. I see how it has shaped your choices, how it has shadowed your joy, how it has whispered lies to your heart in the quiet moments. That one moment in your past, that one betrayal, that one loss, it did something inside you. And though you moved on outwardly, a part of you still stands there, frozen in time, trying to understand why it happened, why it hurt so badly, why it left such a mark. But I want you to hear me clearly now. You are not meant to stay in that place forever. You are not meant to live your life from a place of pain. You were created to live in peace, in wholeness, in freedom. And that starts by letting me come closer, not just close enough to see your pain, but close enough to touch it, to hold it, to lift it from you. Don't be afraid of what will happen when you let me touch it. I will not cause more pain. I will not reopen what I cannot restore. I will not stir up memories to shame you. I will stir them to redeem you. My touch heals. My presence restores. And the pain you've been avoiding can finally begin to dissolve in the light of my love. You've been so brave. You've endured so much. But you were never meant to carry this alone. I have never once asked you to handle your wounds without me. I came so that the broken could be made whole. I came so that what was lost could be restored. My mission was never to avoid your pain, it was to conquer it. On the cross, I took the full weight of sorrow, grief, shame, and suffering so that you wouldn't have to live buried beneath it anymore. That pain you've been guarding, it is already known to me. And yet I still look at you and call you mine. I still say you are worth it. Worth healing. Worth loving. Worth restoring. Let me into the place that hurts the most, because that is the very place I want to turn into a wellspring of peace. A place where your greatest sorrow becomes your greatest testimony. A place where darkness becomes light. My child, you can trust me. My hands are gentle. My voice is kind. My heart toward you is pure. You don't have to fear what healing looks like anymore. Healing with me doesn't look like being strong every day, it looks like being real with me every day. So take down the walls. Lower your guard. Let me come in, not halfway, not for a visit, but to stay. To bring life where you only remember loss. To bring joy where you've forgotten how to feel. Let me heal you, not just a little but completely, fully, eternally. This is holy ground, child. Let the healing begin. My beloved, listen to me carefully now. You don't have to be strong for me. I never asked you to pretend you're okay. I never asked you to hold it all together while your soul unravels inside. You've tried so hard to be strong, haven't you? For others, for yourself, even for me. You've carried burdens you didn't know how to set down. You've whispered prayers through gritted teeth, telling yourself to keep going, to hold on, to not fall apart. But what if I told you that falling apart in my presence is not failure, it's faith? What if I told you that your honesty moves my heart more than your strength ever could? I don't love you because of how well you perform. I love you because you are mine. And I don't need your strength, I offer you mine. My strength is not something you earn. It's something you receive. You've worn yourself out trying to be enough. But I'm not looking for perfection, I'm looking for truth. And the truth is, you're tired. You're hurting. You've held back tears in front of others for so long. But here, in this sacred moment with me, you don't have to hold back anymore. Be honest with me. Tell me what you're really feeling. I can handle it. If you're angry, say it. If you're confused, let me hear it. If you feel like giving up, let me into that space too. I'm not shocked by your pain. I'm not distant from your distress. I'm not disappointed in your weakness. Your honesty is a doorway for my healing to enter. When you drop the performance, when you set down the image you've tried so hard to maintain, that's when I can truly begin to work in your heart. Stop measuring yourself by what you think you should be by now. Stop comparing your pain to someone else's healing. Your journey is unique, and I am walking it with you step by step. There is no shame in needing me. There is no shame in being vulnerable before your Savior. In fact, it's in that vulnerability that the deepest healing takes place. I am not asking you to fix yourself. I'm asking you to open yourself to let me in, not as a distant God, but as your closest friend, your safest place, your loving healer. You are not weak because you feel deeply. You are not broken because you're struggling. You are human, and I, the Son of God, chose to become human too, just to reach you. You've been strong for so long that you forgot what it feels like to rest. Not just physical rest, but soul rest. The kind that comes when you finally exhale all the emotions you've bottled up. The kind that comes when you lay down your defenses and whisper, Lord, I can't do this alone. My child, that is not defeat, that is the beginning of real healing. You thought that if you let your guard down, everything would fall apart. What the truth is, when you let your guard down in my presence, everything begins to come together. You were never designed to carry this weight alone. That was never your calling. I didn't create you to be a machine. I created you to be love. And love doesn't demand performance, it invites presence. Right now, I want your presence more than your strength. I want the real you, the hurting you, the weary you, the version of you that you hide from everyone else. because I can only heal what you allow me to touch. I can only comfort what you're willing to uncover. And I promise you, when you do, you will not be met with shame. You will be met with my arms wide open, ready to catch every tear, to hold every fear, and to replace every lie you've believed with my unshakable truth. I know how hard it's been for you to open up. I know how much trust has been broken in your past. But I'm not like them. I'm not like the ones who hurt you. I don't use your vulnerability against you. I don't withdraw when things get messy. I move closer. And when you fall to your knees in desperation, that's where my glory begins to rise in your life. That's where healing flows like a river. That's where peace begins to settle into every crack and crevice of your soul. You don't have to be composed. You don't have to explain everything. You don't have to make it all make sense. Just come to me with your broken pieces, your confusion, your questions, and even your anger. I'm strong enough to hold it all. And I want to. Because I love you with a love that is not fragile. My love doesn't walk away when things get difficult. My love goes deeper. My love says you are safe now. You can stop pretending. You can let go. And when you do, when you finally allow yourself to be honest and raw and real with me, you'll feel something you haven't felt in a long time: relief. Not from avoiding pain, but from finally being held in the midst of it. You were never meant to be strong for me. You were meant to rest in my strength. So come as you are. Lay your guard down. Let your tears fall freely. This is your healing space, and I am not going anywhere. Let me take over now. Let me heal you. My beloved, I can feel you beginning to breathe again. Not just physically, but spiritually. A breath your soul has needed for far too long. You've carried burdens that were never meant to be yours, worn masks that grew heavier each day, and lived beneath expectations that I never placed on you. And here we are, right here, right now, because I've come to unburden you. I've come to set you free. You've tried so hard to be everything for everyone. You've poured from a cup that was already empty. You smiled while silently aching inside, and you've convinced yourself that showing pain was weakness. But I need you to hear me now. There is no strength greater than the moment you choose to be honest in my presence. Not the filtered honesty you've trained yourself to give to others, but the raw, messy, trembling truth, the kind that says, "Jesus, I don't know how to keep going. I can handle it. I can handle you. All of you. The confuse you. The anger you. The tired, disappointed, aching you. And when you bring that version of yourself to me, you allow me to do what no one else could: wrap my love around your truth and begin to heal you from the inside out. You've asked quietly, will it always feel like this? And my answer to you is no, because I'm stepping in. I'm not watching from afar, hoping you figure it out. I am right here, right now, speaking directly to your heart. And this is what I'm saying: it's safe to collapse into my arms. You can fall apart, and I will not fall away. Your tears are not a threat to me. They are treasures to me. Every tear carries weight in my kingdom. I collect them, not because I enjoy your pain, but because they matter. You matter. Your sorrow matters. Your silent cries in the night have never been ignored. I have been with you through every moment of confusion, every breathless second of fear, every aching silence where you begged for a sign. This moment right here is that sign. It's me. It's always been me. The one who knows every layer of your heart and still says, I choose you. You don't have to pretend with me. You don't have to rehearse perfect prayers. Just speak. Just weep. Just breathe. I will meet you in that space, and I will not leave you there. You started to let me in, and I promise I will finish what I've begun. You've been so conditioned to perform, to push forward, to numb your wounds with busyness and noise. But now, I am silencing the noise. I am calming the chaos around you so you can hear me clearly. I am not just interested in your progress, I'm after your presence. I want your heart. Not just the part you've polished and made presentable, but the part that still feels abandoned, unheard, and afraid. I want the places that ache when the crowd leaves. I want the silence where your memories scream the loudest, because that is where my healing begins. I did not suffer and bleed and rise again so you would walk around pretending you're okay. I came so you could be okay, so you could be healed, whole, and fully known without fear of rejection. I am the God who walks into pain, not away from it. I am the Savior who touches lepers, comforts outcasts, and defends the brokenhearted. I am not afraid of the mess in your life. In fact, that's where my miracles happen. Your brokenness is not a barrier. It's a doorway. Let me walk through it. Let me sit with you in the darkness until the light breaks in. I'm not in a hurry. I'm not going to rush your healing. I know how long you've been carrying this, and I will walk with you for as long as it takes. Somewhere along the way, you believed a lie that being honest with me would lead to disappointment or punishment. But the truth is, honesty is the seed of freedom. When you confess what's really going on in your soul, you're not inviting judgment, you're inviting me. And I never come empty-handed. I come with peace for your anxiety. I come with clarity for your confusion. I come with compassion for your regret. I come with strength for your weakness. You don't have to keep performing. You don't have to keep trying to be the version of you that others expect. I want the real you. That's who I died for. That's who I rose again to redeem. You are not just a name to me, you are a soul I love. You are a story I want to finish writing with grace and mercy and beauty. You're allowed to stop pretending now. You're allowed to rest. This is your holy pause. This is your invitation to begin again, not in your own strength, but in mine. Be honest with me, and I will show you what it's like to be held. Not judged, not fixed, just held. And from that place, true healing will begin to rise like the dawn. I want to take you deeper now, my beloved. You've taken the first steps, removing the mask, laying down the armor. That alone is holy. That alone is powerful. But healing isn't a one-time event, it's a journey, and I will walk every single step with you. I'm still right here. And now that you've let me in, I want to begin working in places that have been locked for far too long. You may feel unsure, even exposed, but don't retreat. Stay with me. Don't pull back from what's sacred. The vulnerability you've shown is not weakness, it's the doorway to your greatest healing. You've lived under the illusion that you had to keep it all together for everyone, that your value came from how well you could manage pain without letting it show. But I never asked you to manage pain, I asked you to bring it to me. I never wanted you to be a fortress of silence, I wanted you to be a sanctuary of honesty where my presence could dwell freely. And now that you're beginning to tell me the truth, not just with your lips, but with your tears, with your silence, with your sighs, I can finally start pouring my healing into the deepest parts of you. You may not feel worthy. You may wonder, why would you want to be this close to someone like me? But I want you to understand something eternal, something unshakable. I'm not drawn to you because you're perfect, I'm drawn to you because I love you. Deeply. Eternally. No performance, no behavior, no failure could make me love you less. I don't come close to you because of your strengths, I come close because of your need. I respond to need with compassion, not with judgment. And when you're finally honest about what hurts, that's when you position your heart to receive what only I can give. So tell me the whole truth. Not just what you think I want to hear, but what your heart is too afraid to say out loud. I already know it all, but when you release it, when you give it language, when you lift it out of the shadows, the power it once had over you begins to break. I didn't come to patch over your pain, I came to pull it up by the root, to cleanse the wound, and to give you a future that's not haunted by what you survived. Keep being honest with me. I will never walk away from truth. I am the truth and I always stay. You've been honest, and I've been listening not just to your words but to your heart's whispers, the ones you don't even fully understand. I see the confusion in you, the moments where you trust me, but then doubt if healing will truly last. You've seen glimpses of freedom before, haven't you? Moments of hope that quickly faded. Moments where you thought, maybe this time, only to be hurt again. And now there's a cautiousness in you, a quiet hesitation to believe fully, to hope deeply, to love completely. You're afraid of being disappointed again. You're afraid of letting go of your pain only to find it return. But let me promise you this: when I begin a good work in you, I will finish it. I don't tease you with healing. I don't give partial restoration. What I begin, I complete. The healing I bring is not shallow. It reaches into the marrow of your being and transforms you from within. Your honesty isn't just a cry for help, it's the beginning of a miracle. Each word you've spoken to me in truth is like a seed falling into fertile ground. And I will water those seeds with my spirit, and they will grow into joy, peace, freedom, things you thought were lost forever. This is not temporary relief. I am not interested in quick fixes. I came for your soul, not just your symptoms. I came for your identity, not just your emotions. I came to redeem every chapter of your story, not just to help you forget the painful ones. I am not writing over your past, I am writing through it. What hurt you will not define you. What tried to destroy you will not hold you. Your honesty has broken the chains of hiding, and now I will break the chains of fear, shame, and hopelessness. This is not just about feeling better, it's about becoming whole, becoming new, becoming you, the version of you I dreamed about when I formed you in the secret place, long before the pain ever touched your life. I am returning you to that original design, pure, beautiful, whole. And this journey will not be without difficulty, but it will be drenched in my presence. Even when it feels like nothing is changing on the surface, I promise you, beneath the layers, I am moving, healing, restoring. Keep being honest with me. I am your safest place. I will never use your honesty against you. I will only use it to build something stronger, something eternal. I love you as you are, and I love you too much to leave you there. Let's keep going. Let me heal you. Now that we've begun this journey together, I want you to take another step, my beloved. Don't rush, just trust. Your honesty has unlocked something sacred, something eternal. It's allowed me to step into your deepest places, not to judge, not to point fingers, but to pour oil into the cracks and wounds of your soul. This kind of healing isn't about fixing you, it's about making you whole. I didn't come to patch your pain with bandages that wear off in the night. I came to make you new from the inside out. And that begins with your truth, the honest confessions that have been waiting behind the dam of fear, pressure, and self-doubt. You've been so brave already. You've let me in closer than you ever have before. And now, I'm inviting you to stop evaluating your worth through the lens of your brokenness. I see something in you that you've forgotten how to see. Hope. Real living hope. Not hope based on circumstances, not hope tied to a perfect life, but hope rooted in me, unchanging, unwavering, unstoppable. My child, you are more than the wounds you carry. You are more than the mistakes you've made or the regrets you replay. I know your past, but I hold your future. And what I have for you is not a recycled version of what you lost. It's something new, something better, something eternal. You don't have to keep proving your value to me. You don't have to show me why you deserve healing. I chose to heal you before you ever knew how to ask. Because you are mine. You always have been. And nothing you've gone through has changed that. I know you've had days where you questioned your strength, where the heaviness made you feel like you failed. But I want to speak this directly to your heart. Your worth is not tied to your ability to carry the weight. Your worth is found in the truth that you were made in my image, redeemed by my blood, and called by my name. So don't let the heaviness of this world convince you otherwise. Let me carry you now. Let me hold the pieces you've been trying to keep together. You've been doing it alone for so long, now let me take over. There's something powerful happening inside of you even now. You may not feel it all at once, but trust me, it's there. The very fact that you're still listening, still showing up, still opening your heart to my voice, that's evidence of my spirit working within you. You may not realize it, but the chains that held you in silence are loosening. You're not who you were yesterday. You're already walking in freedom, step by step. You've made room for me in your pain, and now I will begin the work of planting peace in that same soil. What once felt like despair will soon begin to feel like destiny. That empty place you thought would never be filled, that's where my presence is about to overflow. But I don't want you to feel pressure in this healing journey. You don't need to figure out how to fix yourself. You just need to stay with me. Healing is not your burden to carry, it's mine to give. You don't need a plan. You just need a yes. Each time you say yes to me, even in the smallest, weakest whisper, it shakes the very walls that were built around your heart. It tells the enemy he has no hold on you. It tells shame that its time is up. It tells fear that its voice has lost its volume. Because now, I am the one leading your story. And I write redemption like no one else can. I rebuild ruins with joy. I restore broken dreams with purpose. I take ashes and make beauty rise. And that's what I'm doing in you even now. The lies that told you healing wasn't possible, they're being silenced. The voices that convinced you you'd never be free, they're fading under the sound of my truth. And my truth is this: you are healing. You are not forgotten. You are not behind. You are not broken beyond repair. You are exactly where you need to be, safe in the presence of your healer. I know there are still hard days ahead. I know there are moments when the old pain tries to speak again. But you're not alone in those moments. I will be right there, whispering back stronger than the pain. You're not going back. You're going forward. I am with you. So lean into me. Don't turn away. You don't need to be perfect, just present. Every time you come to me in honesty, I'll meet you with more grace. And I will finish the healing I've started in you. Let me hold you. Let me restore you. Let me lead you into a future free of the weight you were never meant to carry. Let me heal you. You've been carrying so much, haven't you? I see it. Every invisible burden, every silent weight, every thought that presses heavy on your chest in the quiet of the night. You've carried things for so long that you've forgotten what it feels like to live light, to live free. But I haven't forgotten. I remember the moment you first picked up that weight, the moment you decided no one else would understand. No one else would stay. So you kept it to yourself. You smiled while your soul bent under the pressure. You moved through life with weary feet and a tired heart, all the while telling yourself, I have to be strong. I have to keep going. But child, strength doesn't always look like pushing through. Sometimes strength looks like surrender. Sometimes it looks like laying your burdens at my feet and saying, Lord, I can't carry this anymore. That's not weakness, it's wisdom. Because I never created you to carry it alone. I created you to walk with me, to lean on me, to rest in me. And right now, I'm reaching for what you've been holding, whispering, let me carry it for you. You've tried to sort it out, to make sense of it all, to manage your emotions and carry your responsibilities while suppressing your pain. But that's not healing, that's survival. And I didn't die for you to survive. I died for you to live. To be feeling love you be left fully and see briefly. But that can't happen while you carry the weight alone. That's why I'm here, not just beside you, but with open arms, ready to take it all from you. The anxiety that drains you, give it to me. The fear that wakes you up in the night, place it in my hands. The guilt that whispers lies to your heart, I'll silence it. The pressure to be enough, to do enough, to keep everyone else happy while you suffer in silence, I'm lifting that now. You don't have to do this anymore. Not like this. I want you to picture yourself handing me each weight, one by one. Even the ones you've hidden so well you forgot you were still carrying them. I want all of it. Not because I am forcing it from you, but because I love you too much to let you break under it. My love, I'm not asking you to figure out how to let go of everything at once. I know some burdens feel like they've become part of who you are, too familiar, too tangled into your identity. But I'm patient. I'll sit with you. I'll walk with you. And together, will untangle every knot. I know which burden you've carried the longest. I know which one keeps coming back no matter how many times you try to set it down. I know the one that makes you feel ashamed, the one that makes you think, if anyone knew this about me, but I know. And still, I'm here. Still, I love you. Still, I want you. There's not a single part of you I'm afraid of. I don't flinch at your struggle. I don't grow tired of your tears. You could hand me the same sorrow 1,000 times and I'd receive it every time with open hands and a compassionate heart. Because that's who I am. I am gentle. I am kind. I am your healer. And I am the only one strong enough to carry what's been breaking you. Let me hold it. All of it. Your unspoken disappointments. Your bearing grief. The weight of other people's expectations. The pressure to always be okay. The guilt from the past. The worry about the future. The pain of words that were spoken over you. The silence of prayers you thought I didn't hear. I heard everyone. I felt every ache. I never stopped listening. I never stopped loving. And now, I'm not asking you to be strong, I'm asking you to be real. Just real. Sit with me and breathe. You don't need to perform. You don't need to fix anything before handing it over. My hands are already open. I'm not here to scold you for the weight you picked up. I'm here to relieve you of it. And when you let me carry it, something beautiful will begin to happen. You'll notice space in your heart again. You'll feel peace where there was panic. You'll hear clarity where there was confusion. You'll feel rest where there was exhaustion. And more than anything, you'll begin to feel me. Not as a distant idea, but as a present savior. As your helper. As your friend. As your healer. So come, give it to me. Everything. You don't have to carry it anymore. Let me heal you. There are places in your heart that still flinch, aren't there? Places that seem quiet until something brushes against them, the memory, the voice, the absence, the failure, and suddenly the pain rises again like a wave you thought had already passed. You've done so much work. You've come so far. But still, there are places in you that remain tender, untouched, raw beneath the surface. Places you've protected with layers of strength and silence. I know them well. I know exactly where the ache still lives. And today, my child, I want to go there not to hurt you, but to heal you completely. I will not touch you with harshness or judgment. I will not tear into what's fragile. I am not reckless with your wounds. My hands are gentle. They carry the scars of love, nails once driven into them not to punish, but to rescue. The same hands that calmed storms, that lifted the broken, that washed the feet of my friends, those are the hands reaching for you now. And I reach, not because I want to expose your pain to the world, but because I want to bring my healing into the places you've been protecting for too long. You've done your best to guard yourself. I understand that. You've built emotional walls that kept the pain out for a time, but they've also kept me out. I'm not angry at the walls. I see why they were built. They were survival, not rebellion. But now it's time to open a door. Not all at once. Just a little. Just enough to let me in. Because I can't heal what you won't let me touch. And I promise, my touch is not like the world's. The world presses and provokes. The world reminds you of what you've lost. But I remind you of what can still be found. My touch doesn't reopen your wounds, it seals them. It doesn't shame you, it restores you. Where others have reached in carelessly, I reach with intention, with mercy, with love that is patient and never pressured. I see the specific pain. I know what caused it. I was there when it happened. I saw the moment your heart changed. I saw the day your trust cracked. I watched as you quietly told yourself, I'll never let anyone close again. And I didn't turn away. I've been waiting ever since for this moment. For you to let me draw close enough to touch that one place you said would never feel safe again. You feel that. Even now, as I speak to you, something inside you is softening. It's not weakness, it's the stirring of my spirit. It's your heart beginning to trust that maybe, just maybe, there is a healing that doesn't harm. Maybe there is a love that won't abandon you the moment you let your guard down. That's who I am. I am that love. I am the one who stays. I am the one who listens even when you can't find the words. I am the one who doesn't flinch when you show me your brokenness. I am the one who leans in closer when others walk away. And I don't need you to clean the wound before I reach for it. I come to you in the exact state you're in. I come with balm for the bleeding. I come with peace for the panic. I come with warmth for the cold places in your soul. I come with tenderness, because I know what you've been through has already hurt enough. You don't need more pain. You need presence. You need someone who won't leave halfway through your story. That's me. I'm not going anywhere. I know it feels risky to let me in. I know the pain is still fresh in some areas, like bruises that haven't healed no matter how many layers you place over them. But love requires risk. And I'm asking you to take that risk with me not because I need it, but because you do. You need to see that not everyone touches your pain to exploit it. I came to touch your pain to redeem it. I came to press my hand against the deepest wound in your life not to make it worse, but to stop the bleeding. You've been bleeding emotionally, spiritually, and silently for so long. And I can't let you go on like this. You were not meant to function in survival mode forever. You were meant to live. You were made to thrive. You were created to walk in peace. But that peace can only enter when you let me touch the places you've been hiding. And I promise my touch will never harm you. My touch revives. My touch restores. My touch awakens what pain tried to put to sleep in you. And as I touch that place, as I apply the salve of my spirit, you'll begin to feel again. Hope will rise again. Trust will slowly rebuild. And the tenderness that once made you feel weak will become the proof that you were strong enough to believe in love again. Let me touch the places that are still tender. Let me go where others could not. Let me restore what life tried to bury. This is sacred. This is holy. This is me, your Jesus, healing you not in a rush, not with pressure, but with love deeper than the ocean and gentler than a whisper. Stay here. Let me work. Let me heal you. Listen to me now, my precious child. You are not beyond repair. I know the thoughts that have haunted you. The whispers that come late at night, saying you've gone too far, made too many mistakes, waited too long. The lies that say your damage is permanent, your worth is gone, your story is too messy for redemption. But I speak louder than those lies. I speak truth. And the truth is, no one is beyond repair when they are in my hands. You may feel broken, but I specialize in broken things. You may feel lost, but I came to seek and save what was lost. You may feel like your life is a shattered puzzle, but I see every piece, and I know exactly where it goes. You haven't ruined my plan for your life. I will redeem everything the enemy meant for harm. I know the places you've been. I know the choices you've made. And yet, I still call you mine. I still say you are loved. I still say you are worth healing, worth saving, worth rebuilding. Not because of anything you've done, but because of who I am. I am the restorer. I am the repairer of hearts, the mender of souls, the one who takes what the world would throw away and turns it into a masterpiece. You've looked at yourself through the lens of pain for so long that you started to agree with the accusations. But today, I'm inviting you to see yourself through my eyes. I see your worth even when you don't. I see beauty even in your brokenness. I see a future even when you feel stuck in your past. And I want to pull you out of the rubble, not to scold you, not to shame you, but to lift you into healing. You are not a lost cause. You are not too far gone. You are not too damaged. If you could only see how I cradle you in your broken state. If you could hear the way I speak over you when you sleep, the words of love, of hope, of belonging, you would never again doubt how precious you are to me. I don't discard people. I restore them. I don't define you by what's been done to you or even by what you've done. I define you by what I've done for you. My blood speaks a better word than shame. My cross declares your value. My resurrection proves that nothing is impossible for me. Not even your healing. Let me say this again, not because I need to repeat myself, but because your heart needs to hear it until it believes it. You are not beyond repair. I don't look at your past and see a mess, I see a place for a miracle. I see a story in progress. I see a heart that still beats because I've kept it alive for a purpose. You may have walked through fire, but I've walked through it with you. You may have stumbled, fallen, gotten lost, but I've never taken my eyes off you. Not for a single moment. Not even when you couldn't see me. I never stopped calling your name. And today, I'm not here with a list of what you've done wrong. I'm here with open arms, ready to receive you exactly as you are. Healing isn't something you earn, it's something you receive. And if you're willing to open your hands, even trembling, even uncertain, I will place healing there. You don't have to clean yourself up first. You don't have to explain your story perfectly. I already know it. I know every chapter, every scar, every secret. And still, I'm not afraid. Still, I'm not walking away. Still, I'm reaching for you. I know it's hard to hope again. I know disappointment has taught you to expect the worst. But let me be the one who surprises you. Let me show you that love doesn't always leave. That healing is real. That restoration is possible. I've done it before, and I will do it again in you. I've healed the leper's skin, the blind man's eyes, the woman's bleeding, the dead man's tomb. And now, I'm reaching into your life to do the same. It might not look like a flash of lightning or a sudden shift. Sometimes healing is slow and holy and quiet. But it's no less powerful. Every day you stay close to me, healing flows. Every time you choose truth over fear, healing grows. Every moment you sit with me, even in silence, healing takes deeper root. So don't believe the lie that nothing is happening. I'm with even now. I am repairing what you cannot see. And soon, you'll look back and realize that what once hurt you doesn't hold you anymore. What once defined you has been replaced by my love. I make all things new, including you. So come back to me again and again. No shame, no guilt, just you as you are. And I will continue the work I started. I'm not done with you. I never was, and I never will be. You're not too broken for me. In fact, it's your brokenness that draws me near. Because I'm not just a healer, I am your healer. Let me restore what was lost. Let me repair what was shattered. Let me be the hands that hold you until you are whole again. You are not beyond repair. You are being remade. Let me heal you. Amen.